This is Liam Scheff. Can we see him for a second? And there's Robert Scott Bell. Squishing your head. I didn't quite make it. We're, we're going to be at the Health Freedom Expo in
Long
Beach.
Beach.
Okay, we're going to be at the Health Freedom Expo in Long Beach. I'm reading March 2nd through 4th, 2012. End of the world. And we're going to be presenting a one-of-a-kind talk, I think.
It'll be awesome.
It'll be awesome, says Robert. We are going to be exploding the HIV myth. That's right. I said the HIV myth. It is a myth. Now, AIDS, immune deficiency, is quite real, and you can have immune deficiency for 1,000 reasons. You can have no clean drinking water, you can be on major pharmaceuticals, you can destroy your intestine through a variety of means, and get immune deficiency. But HIV is a myth, and it comes about through HIV testing. HIV tests come up positive for being a dog. We have a picture of that. There's the dog. For being a mouse, for being exposed to cows, bovine exposure.
Moo. Carry on.
Oh man,
you're doing great.
Wow.
Tell them what's going to be happening.
Bovine exposure, flu vaccines, being a pregnant woman. You have a sound effect for that. The HIV tests come up positive for frankly everything, and they have no standards, and they'll tell you in the medical literature, we have no standards, don't trust us. They get you in through worry. The reason that most things, they tell you it's an STD. Funny thing about the HIV thing is, the only thing you have to have in order to think you're HIV positive is anxiety. Now, with all respectable STDs, you get up in the morning from wherever you've been.
And you might see something you don't want to see.
Well, you go to the bathroom and you go, whoa.
Oh, ouch.
Ow.
Yeah.
Doc, I seem to have a talking carbuncle. And the doc gives you something and you get rid of it. With the HIV thing, you don't have anything because it's a virus of the mind. You get afraid, you go, you get tested if you're any of the things we named, or if it's Tuesday and you happen to have turned left, you may just get a positive result. Again, no standards, positive for everything. It's not sex. There was a study done by a famous researcher called Nancy Padian. Do we have a picture of Nancy Padian? There she is. She took 175 couples, that's 175 times whatever, and she took the 175 negative people in those couples and 175 positive people, and she let them
do their thing. Intermingle.
Here's the church, here's the steeple. Don't open the doors. They were doing everything. I mean everything.
To each other.
To each other for 6 years. And at the end of those 6 years, of the positives and the negatives, the number of people who turned positive, having been negative, was exactly 0. 0. That's a 0. Now, they didn't like this. They published it, but they didn't like it, so they came and said, well, maybe it's 1 in 1,000 exposures. But that wasn't the real number. The real number was 0, and that's in the study. And this is repeated throughout the medical literature over and over again. You find that prostitutes are somehow immune from becoming HIV positive, and people who are well-fed are immune from it. It's because the people who are really sick, who have all kinds of immune deficiencies, malaria, tuberculosis, sepsis, bad water, drug abuse, alcohol abuse, anything that raises the antibody titer in your blood. Anyway, anything that makes your blood sick is just going to make these tests come up positive for something. And then if they want you for it, they'll get you for it. Now, all this came about a long time ago. There was a president called Richard Nixon. Do we have a picture? No, that's not.
Tricky Dick?
Do we have a picture of Richard Nixon? No, almost. Okay, anyway, oh yeah, that's him. That's Richard Nixon. He was a very popular and well-loved president. He was very good to his dog, just ask Checkers. And he was trying to find a viral cause of cancer, or he wanted scientists to. So he got guys like Robert Gallo to go investigate cancer. They wanted to find a viral cause of cancer, and so they invested in doing this, and they spent 10 years and tens of millions of dollars, and they totally failed. Then this group of guys came along, these gay guys who were getting sick. But what they had done, these guys, was they had destroyed their immune systems. They had taken so many drugs, and they had put so many substances that were absorbed through the colon that had benzene and petroleum byproducts. They were putting poppers and huffing carcinogenic drugs all the time.
And many, many antibiotics.
A lot of antibiotics. And that destroyed the intestine. And the intestine, by the way, is the soul, the heart of the
immune system.
So they were doing stuff that destroyed their immune system. They got sick. These guys were trying to find a viral cause for cancer. They blamed it on something that you can't test for, that's not there. And here we are with zero transmissibility, no tests that find it, but immune deficiency is real. So we're going to give a very special one-of-a-kind talk. We're going to explain all this in detail. We will provide the medical literature. You will not be left in the dark. And we're going to bring two more things to this that make it very, very special.
Breaking news here.
Breaking news.
Big time.
Yeah, this is really
Big.
You want to be on camera?
Okay. No. I'm the voice.
He's the voice
The
of the Robert
disembodied
Scott Bell Show. We're going to be breaking news in conjunction with OMSJ. OMSJ, Office of Medical and Scientific Justice, we're going to be presenting with them the first legal strategy for turning in, you get this? Turning in your HIV test result legally.
This is big.
This is actually, this is mind-boggling. So we're going to provide a legal strategy and framework for you who've been falsely tested, falsely accused of testing positive, to get rid of this thing legally and with indemnity. You're going to be able to do this. We're going to provide this strategy in conjunction with the OMSJ at the Health Freedom Expo, only at the Health Freedom Expo. We're going to be giving this talk Friday night, I think.
Right.
But I think the second thing, the most important thing, besides the historical information and this legal strategy, though, is how to get better.
Yes.
How to heal your intestine. Because all the information you have in the world about... Where are my ties? I got to pick a tie for this.
Did you eat them?
I had... Oh,
here they are.
Right. You know, this is a dress-up event, and I got to pick a tie. So the
power red tie.
The most important.
This is more subtle.
The most important thing that you can do, by the way, need a haircut, is to figure out how to get better if you're sick. It's not just the legal fight. The actual fight that you have to wage is not a war, but a healing. You've got to heal your intestine. We talked about that. So that's what we're going to be providing. And Robert Scott Bell, see, he is real. Robert Scott Bell is going to be providing that information, also be providing that information at the Health Freedom Expo in many talks, and we'll have a table down there, and we'll be talking about that all weekend. It's a real, actual healing protocol. There are many ways to approach it, but we're going to be providing some of the things that have really worked for us and for others, and for many of the people we've consulted with, and et cetera, et cetera. So that's it. Health Freedom Expo, March 2nd through 4th. We're going to be there on Friday night giving this talk. Friday night in Long Beach.
Tell your friends.
It's in Long Beach, so bring your tattoos.
And surfboard.
Rabbit goes through the hole, down into the burrow. Bring your tattoos, bring your Harley Davidsons, bring your friends. Hey, West Hollywood, wake up. We want you to come down here because we want you to turn in your HIV test results. We want you to be free of this if you want to be free of it.
Exactly. The power to heal is yours if you want it to be.
Once more,
the power to heal is yours.
This is Robert Scott Bell and Liam Scheff, or vice versa. Ow!
Ouch!
Come to the Health Freedom Expo. You will not be disappointed. You can meet us in person, make fun of us, whatever you feel like doing.
And see us on the radio. We'll be recording there. We'll be doing some live broadcasting as well.
All weekend. Thank you for your time, and vote this up on YouTube and anywhere else you post crazy things on the internet. See you later.